Alrighty, hello everyone. Welcome back to VR Master League. Just waiting on some of these players to join. We're figuring out some server well, not issues so much as server choices between these two teams. So apologies for that. But we got the players joining in now. It looks like here for a match between Space Force and A Plus Ultra. So about to start real soon. But thank you for everyone for joining us here today. We've got several matches lined up for you, in fact, all up in a row. I'll be casting this one solo, but we do have Skinny, who should be joining me a little later on for the rest of the matches. So there we go. All the players up in the lobby, and I'll just let them know that they can start when they're ready. And yeah, we'll get going real soon here. But as you can see there from some of the notables, both these teams coming in with some good recent success, for sure. I mean, 7 of the last 10 matches for A Plus Ultra are wins. 5 of the last 7 for Space Force. You can see some of their recent matches there. As you can see over there on A Plus Ultra's side, indeed, Zux will be on a sort of forced break, having hardware issues of sorts, if I could recall correctly. Either way, he's going to be out of commission for at least a couple weeks, few weeks maybe, for A Plus Ultra. In the meantime, A Plus welcoming B-Love onto the roster as kind of a semi-permanent sub at the very least, if nothing else. Now B-Love, kind of a journeyman here in Season 1, finding himself now on A Plus. Now on that note, speaking of pluses, well, look at that, 5-spotted dog. That's a big plus. Subscribing at Tier 1, 4 months now and on a 3-month streak, so appreciate that. 5-spotted saying, in said message, I'm only here for the puns. Well, I'm here for the funs. Do rhymes count? I mean, rhymes are kind of wordplay in a sense. But I was glad to spot you that you did that, so, you know. Cheers, dog. In any case, glad to have you. Appreciate it all. I got a lot of subs this week, in fact. A lot of gifts, gifted subs and subs in general. Some bits in there. I mean, people having fun, enjoying the matches. It's been good. Definitely appreciate that. Looks like actually, so we're waiting on one more to join again. So maybe there are some more issues. Hopefully not too many. See Zux in the chat as well. Zux saying howdy. Howdy back. Seem Meat Baller gotta give him a holler. And whoosh, you shoosh. I shall not stop. I'll throw in even more rhymes, just to rebel against your request. Can't help it. I mean, sometimes I can. Sometimes I don't want to. Don't judge me. But either way, happy to have everyone here today as we will wait this game to start. Hopefully not too many delays. It's kind of how we started the matches yesterday. There were supposed to be 2 different streams with 3 games apiece, but then because of some issues and delays, which, you know, not always the player's fault by any stretch, but because of those, the 2 streams kind of became 1 stream instead, where we ended up having just six straight matches in a row on VRML 1. But we did have Andy and Caption joining later on in the night, as well as Sir Dimwee taking some of that pressure off and streaming on VRML 2 as well, which he will be tonight. In fact, there is a match happening right now, I do believe, on VRML Channel 2, Deception and Galaxy. So that match being streamed over on the other channel. We'll see what happens for this game, however, because it looks like everyone went and peaced out. So I guess we have us a server change, which, well, not exactly what I was hoping for, as we are going to end up having indeed some delays, and Palidore cries every time. But we're going to get an invite here, I think. Actually, we already have one, so no problem. And hopefully this works for the best. But bear with me for a moment here, as I'm going to need to get into this match. We'll take just an extra second. Yeah, for any teams that are going to be streamed on the schedule tonight for VRML 1 specifically, just bear in mind that we'll be glad to stream you if you do wait, if there are delays. And I think no matter what, this the second match will be delayed at least briefly, with a minimum of 20 minutes about to be played. So hopefully not too much in that way though. But yeah, as always, it's not a requirement to wait. So indeed, if your matches that are to be streamed, the time comes and the casters aren't ready because there's still ongoing matches, it's very much up to your discretion whether you wait or not if the teams agree. So just to be aware. And anyway, we do have the game ready to begin now. It would seem. So, hallelujah! Welcome to the stream. As the team switch side of me again, just to make life a little bit more difficult. Let me switch it back. And alright, with all that out of the way, I do think we're ready to start, ladies and gentlemen. So sorry for the wait, but hopefully it'll be worth it with some great matches tonight. Space Force will be on the left side, the orange side, as this joust goes out. Na plus Ultra over on blue team here. Looking to collect that disc near the wall. Ender's Slot gets stunned, but Anime gets the steal. Taking the disc through now for his team here as they line up all over the floor. So all spaced out on the floor here. That could be a boon or a detriment. I'm not quite sure as of yet. We'll see how it plays out, and indeed it is a plus. Not plus Ultra, but scored on them. Lanzan gets it done.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
Meatballer saying
3,
Spaghetti Flare something, game something. Yes, that is a game that is happening. I think that is scheduled next, correct? So that one will be, of course, played or streamed as long as you wait. Up to you guys, though. But yeah, as I said, we have a 30-minute apart between all 4 matches on the channel. As a good save comes from Anime now. You gotta shout out Anime and Space Force as a whole, because yesterday they played as well. And my goodness, they had just a bundle of saves throughout the entire series. As a shot gets saved there from B-Love now. So back-to-back saves. But yeah, Space Force's defense inside the goal was absolutely insane yesterday. They were getting so many saves. And Lanzan gets the clear here. Meatballer saying game. The player needs to be streamed. Game. Indeed. B-Love trying to make a game out of this one as he goes for a hook from down under just as Anime dives on him. So Anime trying to catch B-Love off guard a little bit as B-Love was checking behind him. You can see right there. One quick look back just to see what the defense from behind was looking like. And Anime made a good dive, but B-Love's still able to squeeze it through just as the player was in his face there. So nice hit there for B-Love. Tied up here 2 apiece. Now, Anime for life with the disc over on the wedge area. Going for, looks like just a tap. So we'll be intercepted and also through the hands. I thought maybe Aero Night Mode had that one. Looks like it's not the case. First to the disc is Brennan, and it's going to be a 2-point lead here for Na plus Ultra. Sorry, I should probably readjust that. I had the teams written down on my monitor as well. But since they switched up on the server change, I almost got all tied up there. Let's see, Space Force. There we go. We're good, aren't we? Aren't we? Okay, Space Force launching out. Anime for life with the disc. And the defense here kind of, no one really getting too many grabs or boosts from behind. So seeing maybe if Space Force can press this a little bit, going for the bounce passes, back and forth, 2-man game. Will it get them the 2-point play? No, it'll just be a steal. B-Love again, playing some defense inside the goal, and we'll be back to Citizen. So back up top, we'll go to the rebounded shot from Solid. And that was pretty solid. Had a lot of time to line it up, though, so he'll take it. They'll take it.
11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, so Na plus Ultra, they're ahead by a couple goals here. A few minutes into this round. First round, a stun coming out. Citizen gets a disc. The recovery, the shot. That's a 3. And right away now, after that joust, already another goal and starting to pull ahead here by a bit. Space Force just trying to find their offense and trying to get these rollouts going. Mentioned their fantastic defense from yesterday, but for them, Definitely want to see some of those goals going the opposite way. Now that deep shot will be just slightly off. Rebounded by Citizen. Taking a 2-on-2 and on a stun goalie. That was nice from Brennan. Enabling the shot from Citizen thanks to his stuns. So good team effort there. Assist as well to solid shot. So 3 different players, all very, very much relevant to that score. And we'll see, again, 11-2. Space Force, a duck through. Kind of dangerous to go to those too many times, but it works out in that case. However, just a mid-lane interception coming in from B-Love as he inverts himself to the side. Will be just narrowly missed. Brennan getting stunned there by Anime, so nice job by Anime to also get a clear. Now a matter of the boost, but the boost going in the favor of Nay plus Ultra here. Nay plus Brennan finding the pass to Citizen. A direct cross now to B-Love, and now a 2-on-2 in the goal, and it gets it through. Citizen putting his team up here 13-2. Good series of passes, just from the mid lane, corner to corner, to corner, to the goal. There you go. Yeah, Nay plus Ultra is definitely one of those teams. Very, very much a rhythm team. I mean, when they're going, they are going strong. That pass, or shot just off, but it will be basically a direct assist to Citizen. Very much not appreciating the ding. And Nay plus Ultra about to join the ranks of Spaghetti and Eclipse for ding dunkers of this league. So I'm sure Twitch will appreciate that. But it will be a 15-2 lead here for Nay plus Ultra. Kind of disrespecting their fellow veterans on Space Force. Come on, us 2017 guys have got to stick together. We're about to be very much overcrowded by the 2018 and 2019 and 2020, especially with the quest port coming through. Show some love, B-Love. B-Love's team. But over here, Space Force getting the interception. Either way, they're, like I said before, Nay plus Ultra is a team that can very much, if they're in a good rhythm, they're capable of steamrolling more than most teams. Again, predicated on being on rhythm, but look at that. Lands down a great stun on solid shot as Anime for Life goes for the clear. So on the rebound, eventually Brennan Cecil taking it through. Will be slung out of there. Another punch by Lanzan. And maybe the grab, but just past the hands over the Geo, going to the mid lane area where solid shot will await, as well as Anime. Anime ducking through, getting the grab. Zuck saying, I'm pretty toxic and even I've never done that. Well, there you go, from Nay plus Ultra player himself. I wondered, maybe it was because of all the server discussions before the game, because that's what kind of was causing the delays. Different players wanting to be on different servers and then starting and stopping. So I don't know, maybe a little bit of bad feelings involved there because of the server discussions. I'm just guessing, though. That cross pass does get cut off by B-Love. Gets a nice grab here. Going for that deep shot. Oh, is that going to be on? That is hot on the shot. B-Love. Got to show him some love. What a hit. That was pretty lit. Nay plus Ultra 18-2. B-Love coming in with some offense from way deep down. 54 meters out. Not only that, but at 18 meters per second, so it wasn't even a slow lineup. I mean, it was a pretty speedy shot, but precise. Gotta love that one. Lanzan taking it here for Space Force, finding themselves down by a bit here in the final 2 minutes of the second round. You can even see on that B-Love shot, just going back to it too, how he kind of inverted himself, not upside down, but sideways, to make it kind of like a regular shot, to make the angle like an overhand. Very interesting move, and just making the shot even easier. That shot not easy at all because Solid Shot saves it out. So good defense there from Solid. Turns into maybe eventually a B-Love shot for 3 again. And man, if he can make it from 54 meters out, he's going to hit it from 12. 21-2, Nay plus Ultra. Really putting on the scoring right now, like a well-oiled machine. Meatballer saying B-Love, B-Love, B-Love. Hey, calling it as I see it, and it's been a lot of B-Love the last couple of minutes, hasn't it? Getting saves, getting dives and steals, getting shots, and shots, and shots. I think that's a song. Everybody. Over here, we'll go to the top of the wall. Back to Enemy for Life. By the way, that was for 5-spotted dog. Anyway, over here, Lanzan taking it away, and will be a play. 44 seconds on the clock, and they have at least opportune time to score once more if they look for a pass here. But Brennan's going to be playing up on Anime's toes as B-Love goes for a clear. Now there's a stack from 3 different players, Citizen, Solid, and Brennan Cecil. That will roll pretty nearby that goal as the defense from Space Force retreats. Solid shot just ducking through. One defender backing out to Citizen. Citizen cutting it through 2 players, but being cut off by Arrow Knight with a great save. Intercepted, though, to B-Love, as I say his name yet again. Brennan Cecil coming in from the top corner and will mercy it just as the round is about to expire anyway. 23-2.
Round.
All right, so with the first round in the books, as I was kind of mentioning halfway through that round, Name Plus Ultra are one of those teams that when they're feeling good, they are definitely capable of steamrolling and just those mercy situations. We've seen it a lot of times. Now, sometimes, you know, if the rhythm isn't there, then it's not there. But when they're feeling good, like when every player for Name Plus Ultra is feeling good on any given week, they are a team who can just score in absolute bunches, as we saw, you know, in this first round, 23-2. And just very much a statement opening round here. And seeing how Space Force is going to come back, because as I mentioned, we saw earlier, both these teams with a positive win record over their last 6-7 games or so. Having some success here in the mid to late season. But yeah, among NA+'s players, I mean, every player with at least 1 assist, all of them with several points. Just, yeah, all across the board. B-Love, however, the newer rostered member, I mean, look at that. Stat in every category as well. Very nice for him. The other side, Space Force, I mean, they had some good defensive plays again, but ultimately it was... Name Plus Ultra just coming through with dominance. You know, couldn't stop everything, and it's a very tough Call of Duty to answer there. But answer it they will try here in round 2. As Brennan does roll out, there's Space Force all up in a row, retreating back towards the goal, and not too far behind on the flanks was Name Plus Ultra. So going out here to Citizen over on that corner, looking for that beautiful pass. Brennan was cutting, and he was hit right in the hands, right in the pocket. That was a great job. So 2 points for Name Plus to open this one up, right where they left off. Very nice play, however. So Space Force now. See what they come up with here on the offense. If maybe they use that first minute, or that 1 minute intermission to just adjust a bit, address what went wrong. You hear Lanzan saying sneaky, and exactly. Name Plus Ultra dating back to 2019, 2018 even. Because they were, you know, a team back then in spurts anyways. And it was a consistent thing with them. They are very much a team who comes up with those sneaky rollouts on defensive launches. They can really take you off guard. Taking them off guard right there, and a good grab was Citizen. Gets a clear. But yeah, this is, you know, in a time like right now, you have a lot of teams with unique rollouts. As B-Love, oh no, goes for another goal, and he is just on fire tonight. No hesitation, and it is hitting its mark every single time. Just call him Hawkeye, I guess. But yeah, Name Plus Ultra, since even the early days, they were one of the first teams in North America in particular to come out with some creative and unique launches utilizing multiple tubes, multiple catapults, and you know, in a time period where the vast majority of teams did not. So if you're not playing well aware of that, they'll definitely take you off guard, and they'll get some extra points at least you know, a few times per series just based on those unexpected jousts at times. So got to be aware. A good grab here will come, though, from Arrow Knights. We'll talk about Hawkeye. That was straight as an arrow for Arrow. Nice steal, nice shot. 5-3, though, still favoring Name Plus Ultra. With some sneakiness themselves, as Cruisin points out over in Twitch. Trying to launch out now without a hitch. And they get it into the mid area. Solid shot, takes it away, goes for the play. It's going to be a 1-on-2, does not get it. Anime for life was a bold attempt, but maybe ill-advised in that one, as it will cause a turnover. Now turning maybe into an open goal for Arrow Knight. He's going to shoot that, but getting back on defense is Citizen. So Citizen and Solid both on the stacks. Very aware, and maybe catching the defense here from Space Force unaware, but nope, a good punch flies through, and B-Love gets the disc right back as he passes off here towards the side. Will be taken back by Lanzan, though. So some more maneuvering, ducks, jumps, jukes, whatever you want to call it. Brennan's got it, and he's got a lot. So going up for a solid shot, trying to pass off to Citizen perhaps, but too far astray. And now intercepted here by Enders. Will go for the direct shot, not quite as online, but the rebound does get found. Anime for life ties it up. But Ender, how about that? You know, Ender slot, just as much as any player, is very, very deadly from deep range. You talk about those half courts, 3/4 courts. He'll take those with confidence, and he'll make it a lot of the time as well. So it was almost on, but luckily they had Anime there on the other end with the stack and the rebounded tap-in. So good play there for Space Force, tying it up. And 5:47 remaining here in the first round, or second round rather. And anyone's match. So solid shot receives it, sends it, and finds it. Citizen up by 2. Good passing there from Solid Shot.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
So Space Force having a much more successful second round here. You know, after the first round mercy, but definitely finding much more calmness and just solidness in their defense as well. Seeing if they can maintain that though. They have 5 minutes and down by 2, so that's still a lot of time for NA Plus to start finding that dangerous rhythm of theirs again. There goes the regrabs, a lot of them in quick succession, getting back on the defense, but dodging through. Shot from B-Love. And it's a 4-point lead for NA Plus Ultra. At the moment, between B-Love and Citizen, I mean, both of them in double digits, 13 and 11 points, respectively. So both of them really hot hands at the moment for the offense. And speaking of hot hands, getting stunned, stolen, and shot upon there with the 3. 12-5. I think that was Lanzan there in the open comm saying, Brennan, you're sneaky. Yeah, like I said, at least without fail, a couple times a game, a few times per match, you're going to see those defensive launches from NA Plus Ultra take the offense off guard. Happens very consistently, so definitely something that any team who faces them, they're going to want to take note of. They're going to want to study. Because NA Plus has been doing just that for a long time now. And another turnover will be rebounded here by B-Love into a goal. So 14-5, and in the second half of this second round, it's definitely turning into the favor of NA Plus Ultra again. They're starting to feel that groove. But still 3:30 remaining. Space Force, they've got themselves a chance. So just have to get it to the other side, and they do manage to dodge Brennan that time. Ever sneaky. But now just a ricocheted bounce does eventually actually go to the floor, so all players missing it. Open shot, and it's on. Anime for life with a very important 3-point hit at this juncture of the game. So brings it 14-8, still behind, but they're still in it. Big shot though from Anime. Anime thus far up to 5 points as well as 3 saves. Gotta say, been impressed with Anime as of late between tonight, the game last night as well. I mean, always knew he was a very good shot and a very reliable passer dating back to the early days. But he's starting to show those goalkeeping skills now, without a doubt. All right, they're getting it stolen. Lanzan, very fortunate for Space Force because the goal was open otherwise. So that's a great grab from Lanzan. He's already had a handful of these steals and just punches and things like that to deny NA Plus some points. But yeah, here's Arrow Knight. Defense is really playing aggressively out of this bubble, so see if Space Force can capitalize. Look at that. All 4 players now just about on the outside of that goal on defense, and it actually does get them a turnover, so playing super aggressively for Nate plus Ultra, and it pays dividends perhaps, but actually a turnover right back. So now Air Knights at the advantage along with his Space Force compatriots. See if they can keep it off balance. Great delivery, but all the save. Solid shot again. That's another head-on goal that he just saves right there, denying what otherwise was a looked like 4-on-2 advantage perhaps for Space Force. And that was a beautiful pass, but just the amazing save. So awesome job there from Solid, dropping it off to Brennan. Brennan to Citizen. And Citizen up now, 8 more points ahead here for Nate plus Ultra as we wind down this match. Great passing play from Nate plus Ultra off the defense from Solid shots. Nothing else. This last couple rounds, he's been more like a solid block, solid save. Brennan Cecil, solid steal. Again, 3rd time off of defensive joust. Uncanny, isn't it? So 19-8, and now firmly ahead here in the last minute of round 2. We will be going directly to the next match after this, which is Flair versus Spaghetti. So those players are listening at the moment. Hopefully invites have been sent or will be sent imminently, and then we'll get in right to your match pretty much right after this one ends. And we'll be joined by Skinny as well on the cast, I do believe, unless anything changed. So barring that, yeah, we're going to cast that match right up next. Won't be too delayed after all, as making a nice play. Arrow Knight, Solid holding it on a little too long as it goes to the mid lane. There's a good boost from Enders. He's going to go for that ramp shot. He can definitely make those, but the Ness getting in the way just slightly.
15 seconds remaining.
So now with B-Love, one more pass here to Citizen. Do have one just trying to cut off the goal. Actually, no, he's playing a little bit too far out to take it back. So Brennan receiving the pass. They get the score. That's 22-8 in round 2.
Well, that's good.
That's always good.
So, is that the warm-up?
Good game, guys.
Yeah. Definitely. Hey, that.
All right, so heading off now to the highlights screen. You'll get a quick look at the stats. We're not going to dally too long just because of the aforementioned next match that we have with Flair and Spaghetti. But for posterity, there's the stats, big games from multiple players. I mean, all across the board. Offensively, Brennan, B-Love, and Citizen. And then defensively, Solid shot. Big effort there, and congrats on the win for that. But yes, all right. So like I said, not going to dally, so be right back. Going to go to an intermission and rejoin us in a few minutes for Flair versus Spaghetti.
no, I'm leaving.
Alright, now ankles. You gotta roll your ankles.
Did you say roll your ankle?
Alright, jumping jacks.
Alright, let's go. Wait. You just
Oh,
got clapped.
that's
Your cheeks just got clapped, bro.
Pop, pop. I'm in the ghetto. Ra-ta-ta-ta.
Yeah.
Screw!
Wait, is Ronnie back?
Are we live?
Yes, he is back.
Will do, sir.
Everyone, welcome Skinny to the match. He's decided to join with a very flamboyant entrance. They're just starting now, so you didn't miss too much, except some jumping jacks, some pregame warm-ups, things like that. Did you click it? Let me know.
I don't see it. What the?
There should be like, I'll put it up again right now. There you go. Got it?
I got it.
He got it! Ladies and gents, welcome Skinny to the stream. As we get started here with Flair versus Spaghetti. So, yeah, all right, here we go. I think we're good.
I don't see the game.
Oh, I thought you said you joined. I
Oh,
took
there
it
is
off.
no team versus Genesis?
No, I took it off already.
No
Here,
way,
it's back on again. Luckily, luckily they just rematched, so we're not even starting. But yeah, it looks like someone on Flair was having issues. I'm not sure who, but there's Chrome again. All right, are you in? Now he's in.
This is not Chicago.
Uh-oh. Oh no.
You're not smart.
The second match in a row where we're getting server discussions. Don't do it to us again. Oh boy.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't mind waiting if there's no games ahead. It's just on these busy scheduled days when you have like 4 or 5 matches in a row, it gets a little rough. So usually you hope we get those issues, servers settled, before the streams begin and before teams start. But alas.
So you're saying we are in time? I'm just in time for this. I'm not
Yeah.
late,
Nope, not late at all.
so I can't get fired. All right, cool.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't say that.
In the meantime,
Oh, fuck.
Wouldn't say that.
because Grumpy has 124 pins.
Choose and do that. And no, not yet. Again. Not yet.
All right, well, there's discussions. I mean, you can see here in the spawn room, we got a couple players with above 100 ping. Although, given that the other 6 players, or 5 or 6 players at least had, 50-ish ping, I'm not sure that switching servers. I mean, someone's bound to not get great ping, right? But anyway, we'll see what happens.
Slowly but surely.
Yeah.
Let's keep going.
Yeah, Cruisin' saying like pings and servers and stuff has been a bit spotty. I think, I know that's been an issue, but I think it's a lot for kind of the internet as a whole, almost. It seems because of the
Absolutely, yeah.
quarantines and things.
Increased traffic, just in general, will slow down a lot. Just a lot in general, a lot more pings, so
Yeah.
not really surprising. So like I was playing right now, like they were discussing Chicago servers, but even Chicago servers on any other circumstance, I'm at say 40 ping, 50 ping, but now I was playing around 60, 70. So yeah, it's just let's see if the actual server change is worth it.
Yeah, so it looks like that'll be the case, and we'll just follow the players wherever they go. So on that note, if there are some people watching there who will be playing next in the next couple matches, if there are delays, we'll still stream you if you're willing to wait. If not, that's perfectly okay. I know after this one, on the schedule was Genesis versus There Is No Team, scheduled to start about 15 minutes from now. So obviously that will be a little bit delayed. at best, to say the least. And then we'll also have Palidore Fan Club versus Reboot coming at the top of the hour, 45 minutes away. So, yeah, as always, we'll be happy to stream all the ones we committed to streaming if the teams wait, but certainly not a requirement. Your guys' call.
I mean, it's really dependent on the teams if they
Oh,
want their
you
game
sound
streamed
different.
or not. Yeah, I realized I was on my Rift microphone and not my... Is it better or is it worse? That's the real question.
Better, I think. Yeah.
Better, different.
Better, different. Either way, all good now. We've got you. See Isaiah in the chat saying, "Whoa, the stream looks so different than it did a few months ago. Good looks. Glad you like it."
Yeah, definitely. A lot of credit doesn't go to Palidore because he does most of the work. Or most, if not all the work with these very nice updates.
Yeah, most of the stream site updates were me, but it's also because it's one of those things where, you know, it would almost be difficult having too many cooks in that kitchen. We definitely had, you know, had some help. Like a lot of the inspiration actually goes to So Much for Subtlety. He had some cool ideas. Him and Sealable had some kind of cool ideas that we kind of, what do you call it? Like concepts that we threw around after preseason ended, and I kind of took after that a bit. So definitely credit for that. But you know, for as good as it might look on the surface, and I am pretty happy with it. I won't lie. I mean, we see spaghetti here. There's some spaghetti code in there. So, but hey, it's okay. As long as I know what's going on. Not sure if other people would if they looked at it, but you know, that's an issue for another day, right?
Exactly. As long it's beautiful code in your eyes, that's all that matters. Unless someone else sees
I wouldn't even say it's beautiful code in my eyes, but it works. That's the important thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. So trying to join up into this second server. Hopefully it's okay, and I'll put that up for you in just a second here. Once I'm in, that is. And yeah, Mo Angry / Jolly saying skinny casting. I think you put the extra letters in the wrong place. It's skinny casting. But yeah. All right. You want to click that? It's up for you, as well as myself.
I have clicked it.
We have clicked it.
No, I didn't click it. Oh, I didn't click it. Put it back. Put it back. Put it back.
Oh.
I clicked the wrong button.
You're gonna be
It's bad button design.
whatever. You're gonna be fired here before long. Just you wait.
I know.
All right, one sec. Okay, there you go.
My bad. We'll switch. One sec.
Got it.
Nope. Oh, got it.
He got it, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So let's see. Did they did they switch sides again? I can't tell. Yep, they switched sides. This is almost a mirror of what happened in the first match of the night.
Wait,
well, or-
they changed teams. Maybe they changed teams, you know?
Oh yeah. So in other words, my overlays are totally wrong, and spaghetti is in fact game. But no, they're switching for us. All right. Well, I'm gonna let them know that they can definitely start if they
Palidore here.
want. I'm here. Skinny's here.
Is it me or do I see 2 hours? Is it just my client plugging in?
Wait, don't ready up. I have to pee.
Oh boy. Now a bathroom break. I mean, like I said, I'm fine with waiting. It's just it's the roster.
Oh my god.
It's the teams after that are going to hate you guys a little bit, spaghetti. And you can't afford to lose more reputation, you dingers.
Yeah, they do ding it. But
They
I
do.
mean, yeah, Spaghetti's one of those teams that just take it casually. Something, I guess, sometimes that we need. Like, yes, it's a competitive league, but it's for fun.
Yeah.
Have fun, guys. Like, don't just, like, yeah, 2 people have 100 ping, so what? Let's game on.
Game?
Game.
Game. We will game on just momentarily here. And yeah, you're definitely correct about spaghetti. That's they play very good for a team that has only been together for a few months as it is, but they've said to themselves that yeah, they do take it pretty lighthearted and are in it for the fun, which in seriousness is, you know, it's cool. It's great. I don't actually mean to, yeah. I'm not actually ragging on them. I mean, some of the Twitch chat definitely means to, but You know, I enjoy spaghetti, both as a food and as a team. Any thoughts on spaghetti? Skinny? The food, that is.
What do you mean? The food's great. I don't know what you're talking about. Your food's great.
Thanks. Thanks, Kitty. All right, well, teams have been pinged. Again, apologies to other teams waiting to be streamed. If you wish to wait, just maybe ping me in Discord. Let me know if your teams can agree upon that or not. We'll do what we can.
Yeah, if you do ping Palidore League Organization, it's probably best for casters.
Yeah, just let me know, because, yeah, we do have there is no team and Genesis next, I believe, so just let us know. But here we go, first round underway, first possession going. Looks like here to Flare, and they're going to go for the goal immediately, just 11 seconds in.
Yeah, what a quick pass by Game, beaming that to Chrome Platypus and getting a sweet 2 points to start off the game 20 seconds in.
Yeah, quick goal for them as I know, you know, for Flare, they've had a couple tough losses as of late against some of the top teams, trying to adjust, you know, between Illuminati there and then Joker, as that joust a bit missed, maybe miscommunication, sending it over to the side here after the punch. Will be Game collecting it, dodging, whirling, weaving, and sending the pass over to Voodoo, gets the Chrome.
Yeah, definitely Spaghetti being patient and now forcing actually Flare to reset, trying to find an opening in their defense. Now Voodoo going for that classic roof play, but actually misses the pass to Game, and now Spaghetti able to recover it, but unfortunately he's not able to recover, and now Game back on that, trying to go for that 1v1. Ow, trying to stop it, but Game actually loses the disc.
Game getting awfully steezy here just to start the game. All those jukes, and then looking for that little angel move of sorts, the shield on himself, but got to the hands of Spaghetti instead, who try and clear it, but Chrome Platypus for the mid lane intercept gets it back up top to Game, and then right back down to Chrome again as he backs it out.
Yeah, good position by Chrome. Maybe Spaghetti just a little bit too slow on that clear attempt. And now Game again trying to go for that 2-pointer, goes for it, and this time not getting the disc stolen, able to score the 2 points.
Yeah, a bit more fundamental on that one. Just didn't get too fancy. Just kind of a quick weave around some defenders off that that post, and he scored. A lot of cluster forming in that goal there, but did get it to go, and it will be Spaghetti launching here again, trying to get to the other side. There's that launch that they're going for last time that didn't work, and actually twice in a row it won't work. So turnover again to Game, and Game gets the 3.
Yeah, 0 doubt by Game. Even with a goalie there, is able to get that sweet 3-pointer on them.
Yeah, so just starting off a bit discombobulated. Spaghetti looking like, well, a bowl of spaghetti at the moment. Kind of a disc going everywhere but the place that they want it. So see if they can start working those noodles of theirs and getting this disc to the other side off of some good passing plays. Here it goes to Isolate.
And now Spaghetti able to clear, and now actually gets a pass to Ao, looking for that 3-pointer, but Chrome there, or Grumpy, sorry, there to prevent the 3-pointer. Actually, Flare is now able to recover it, trying to clear it. But unfortunately, a little bit of disorganization allows Spaghetti to push up the disc. And now Meatballer trying to go for Ao, but pounces it on that shoulder block. But Wiperm able to recover it, and now Meatballer going for that 2-pointer, but a great save by Voodoo. Now he's actually going for the upper clear, and is able to get it, but Spaghetti, again, like, able to get those quick boosts. Game trying to go for that quick 3-pointer, but Spaghetti already there, ready to defend it. Voodoo goes for that top point. Isolate just missing that that save, and Voodoo getting 2 more points.
Yeah, tough miss on that one, especially, I mean, you had a save on the other side, denying Spaghetti the points, and then it just turns over into a Voodoo goal, ultimately kind of playing up in that ceiling area, which, as we all know, Game loves to play up on, but I think, you know, trying to change it up maybe a little bit there with some variation, and never a bad thing.
Yeah, now another great play, great starting play for Fleur. Again, even in when they don't not have possession of the disc, able to apply some great pressure. And now Grumpy going deep for Voodoo. Now trying to find an opening in that Spaghetti defense. Chrome a little bit mishandling the disc, but no problem. Grumpy there to reset it.
Yeah,
and then good
really prioritizing these resets I've noticed so far. They're not, I mean, they're already scoring pretty efficiently here, 9 points. But the thing is, they're not rushing as that one go. Look at that great pass. I mean, Chrome the game and gets 11 points now. But that was just a perfect and quick delivery.
Yeah, definitely surprising to see and good to see good resets from Flare. Just I personally know them as a team to try to be a little fast, which in some cases it is the right play, but great to see them going for those resets with no doubt.
Yeah, because they did have those big tests against, as I mentioned, Joker, which is to say your team, and Illuminati the last week or two. And, you know, falling a little bit short on that one. They're competitive matches, but ultimately, yeah, couldn't convert on them. And I think, you know, the teams, especially after all the upsets that Flare doled out early season, as this shot just misses, but especially after all those upsets, now the teams are definitely starting to take notice and try and figure out ways to counter them. So it'd be good for Flare to change it up a little bit.
Yeah, now Game with a deep pass to Voodoo. Voodoo actually has an open 3-shot, but decides to go for the slow play, trying to secure those points and no need to rush this game. 11-point lead, healthy lead for Flare. Now again, just some great slowdown from Flare.
Very much so. Game going for some jukes again, but now slowing it down. So going for them less and less over the course of this match. Maybe his teammates had mentioned something in the comms, like, hey, we don't need to do those plays. Slow it down, get the fundamentals. Right there, though, fundamental save, isolate. Gets it this time, not denied the save attempt as he deals a bunch of punches as well to delay the stacks. There goes Spaghetti. It's out with the recovery. Meatball down low. 2-on-2 at goal. They'll go for the cross, diving out and getting stunned. Nice one by Grumpy.
Yeah, risky play, Flare allowing Spaghetti to recover the disc, and a good save, a good punch by Game and Grumpy allowed them to recover the disc, and now it's their turn to respond to there, and now another great reset from Flare.
And Chrome looking to, again, go with a slow play, drag the defense out of the bubble. Because of the time and the score, they're going to score again here. Chrome platypus from Game, but because of this scoring differential, you see Spaghetti does have to push out. I mean, they can't afford to just sit in their goal at this point.
Yeah, definitely, and Flare definitely taking note of that, just waiting for until one Spaghetti member pushes out or one too many, and with a great cross pass allows Chrome to get the 2-pointer.
So there's another short rollout there for Spaghetti, but not paying off as Voodoo takes it. Game getting some separation, and now back on the offense again with a cross into the goal. Wow. Yeah,
another great cross by Chrome and Game to score another 4 points. And now, yeah, Spaghetti definitely getting covered all lanes. Definitely giving the QB a very hard time to find and complete a pass.
Yeah, right. Flare at the moment just pretty much playing flawless after especially the first couple of minutes. They had a few missed shots and opportunities, but since then they've really calmed it down just incredibly so. And you can see Spaghetti trying to do the same, but you know, a bit off kilter because of Flare and the amount of momentum that they have.
It looks like we've got a thief.
And now Game actually going for that clear, but a good sneaky play from Isolate allows Out to go for that 2-pointer, and finally first blood for Spaghetti, but might be a little bit too late right now.
Yeah, pretty safe to say it's getting there. I mean, 2:20 left. Honestly, it's pretty unusual to see Spaghetti go scoreless for that long. They're a team that definitely can put up some points and can make some really big highlight plays on you. They'll go for the Stees, as we mentioned. Not too dissimilar from a certain Joker team.
Yeah, no, I know how to make those good 3-pointers from time to time. So if you give him the space, he will do it. But Flare absolutely not allowing them to, just by resetting and taking their time with every single point, every single drive they get.
Yeah, I think this is maybe just one of the very few goals that they didn't have to back it out, but only because the defense was totally off balance. There's only a couple of guys there really in bubble at the time of that cross pass. But yeah, aside of that shot, I mean, Flare has really been playing it patiently, and it's been paying off huge for them here with a 17-2 lead.
Yeah, now Spaghetti trying to do those quick passes to get it past the Flare defense, but great pressure from the front lines allows Flare to recover, and now a deep clear to Grumpy. Grumpy able to secure 2 more points for Flare.
So 19-2 now, and as we begin to wind down this round, you can see just pulling up the stat sheet a bit here. Look at all the points for every player, not to mention the assists for Flare. That's pretty much a telltale factor in why the score is what it is.
Yeah, definitely every team in Flare able to score. Just a lot of trust, innate trust between the teammates, and now Spaghetti trying to respond on their own. Definitely getting close to that mercy rule, but now a good save by Grumpy, just going for that last three-pointer as we close out this final minute of the game.
Yeah, kind of an ambitious three-pointer there with Grumpy near that goal. The soft pass over. There's a stack from Spaghetti. Trying to attack. Couldn't get the disc back. 30 seconds left. And Flare, I mean, if they go for a three, which they are, they're trying to go for that
Wow.
mercy.
What a great save. Actually, Voodoo actually punched out the goalie, but
Oh.
Meatballer able to headbutt that in. But unfortunately, a little bit too late for Spaghetti. Flare takes the win.
22-2, and so as the clock does wind down off of that nice headbutt save, they were trying to go for that three, and they eventually did get it. So 22-2 here, round one, favoring Flare in dominant fashion.
Yeah, very impressive last save for, I believe it was Meatballer. Just those goals at that speeds can be a little bit tricky to save, but unfortunately, a little bit too late. Flare able to mercy Spaghetti.
And so quick look at those stats there. Or actually, could you read them, Skinny, as I'm going to just message some of the other teams for next stream.
Sure thing. So, just great all-around points for Flare. 10 points to game. Grumpy with 2, Voodoo with 2, and Chrome with 6. But definitely as well as they scored many points, as many assists, with 4 to game. Voodoo with 1 and Chrome with 3, and then classic Voodoo and Grumpy with a good backline with 2 saves to Voodoo and 1 save to Grumpy. But then again, Isolate. Unfortunately, not able to taking this win, but with 4 saves, quite impressive. And now Meatballer is the same with 1, and now scoring the only 2 points for Spaghetti. And as we get this second round started, Flare up a round, and now Spaghetti have to win this round in order to survive. And now Flare with another great joust. Now game again in no rush to score the first 2 points of the game. Actually, and he's such in no rush, he actually resets it back to Grumpy, and now Flare slowly pushing up. Game looking for that cross pass, but instead goes for that fast 2-pointer, 18 meters per second, and a quick first 2 pointers for Flare.
Yeah, there you go. 2 points off the bat, not stopping their momentum whatsoever yet. It's another quick score. Spaghetti, they struggled a little bit in that first round, especially in that beginning. They had several turnovers in a row off of these offensive jousts. Let's see if they can adjust and get it through, but it looks like it won't be the case. There's yet another one as Game takes it away. Goes for the immediate 3, and barely off as it goes to the midline. Recovered here, actually past the hands of Spaghetti, unfortunately, so Grumpy gets it back.
Yeah, looking at the joust from Spaghetti's team, just Flare doing an awesome job of covering both tunnels passes. So now Spaghetti is forced to clear mid, but even then Grumpy's there pushed up, ready to cover that middle pass and just forcing a lot of turnovers in the favor of Flare.
So Grumpy gets this disc and passes it off to the side, to the top actually, and right back to Grumpy now. 2-man game. They really are trying to look for their highest percentage shots. Chrome with that extra pass on the backboard. Maybe could have gone for it, but either way, they're going to go for a 3 instead. So it will be actually taken off the head there. Meatballer kind of getting credit for it, but it's a 3 no less. And Flare starting to pull off some more tricks out of their bag.
Yeah, Meatballer again going again for that headbutt save, but unfortunately, again, if that disc goes too fast, no matter how much you want to headbutt it, that might be a little bit too late.
And yeah, so White Perm rolling out, and finally they do manage to get it through the mid lane. It's been such a struggle for Spaghetti, which again, kind of unusual knowing them. Flare's a great team, but Spaghetti, man, they're just being shut down. I mean, again and again here as they do go for another goal. Trying to whirl around. It's Isolate up high, strong on the pass, intercept, and Game coming away with it. Wouldn't be surprised if he goes for a shot. There it is.
Yeah, great change of play for Spaghetti. Actually allows them for a 2-pointer attempt, but unfortunately, Ao is not able to get it. And now a good clear by Ao, but Isolate just misses the disc. Maybe a 3-pointer opportunity could have come out of it, and now Grumpy is able to recover it again with some more classic Flare slowdown this game. Spaghetti trying to pressure that disc, but not able to intercept it, really.
trying to here. I mean, again, the Flare, because of this play style of theirs, they're going in for that great pass again. Good save from Al, so he's had a few of them now. Al's starting to heat up defensively, but just the offense is where Spaghetti's kind of falling behind. But yes, the way that Flare's been playing this entire match has really forced Spaghetti to play even more aggressive than they're normally used to playing.
Yeah, Meatballer with a great offensive play actually steals the disc from Flare, and now Al with another 2-point opportunity goes for the 3, but just again dings it. Not what Spaghetti needs right now, but there's still a lot of time for Spaghetti to recover, and now a good attempt clear. Actually, unfortunately, bounces back, and now Voodoo able to push up, but Spaghetti again, good punch by Al, trying to slow it down.
See Link in there saying, "Go Flare!" And Nightfire also stopping by, pointing out the great distraction over there on that Flare play on the stun goalie, or the distracted goalie, as they go for a play. Look at that, the dribbling hand-to-hand out, and he finally does find the goal off a few attempts right through the defense.
Yeah, definitely in a recoverable situation. Spaghetti finally scoring points not too late in the game. 6 minutes to go. Definitely able, Ao or anybody in Spaghetti really can score a 3-pointer if Flare is not careful.
And so Grumpy is Broom trying to get that pass through, and actually eventually reaches game. Game going up high to Voodoo, and Voodoo from the sky, upside down, and the goal is found at 7-2.
Yeah, great cross pass by Game, and Voodoo with a quick shot, and now extends that lead back again to 5 points, but not yet too late for Spaghetti to recover.
And we've seen that a few times here. We mentioned how Game is usually the one up on the ceiling. Another missed joust. Just all kinds of disarray for Spaghetti as Game just lays it in because he wanted to.
Game stealing definitely that from Chrome.
Chrome shaking at Game's face, asking why, Game, why? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I think actually what Spaghetti is known to do is trying to do like a 4-man Joker train, but maybe headbutting it a little bit too early. Now going for a more classic clear and boost. Actually gets it through the defenses, but Grumpy there able to push up and goes for the clear.
And at the moment will eventually go to the hands here of Spaghetti, going for the shots, isolate, rebounds, and taps in a 2. So despite all the scrambledness, a 5-point game is still plenty within reach for Spaghetti to come back.
Yeah, definitely great spot to actually put the disc in. No matter where that disc goes, especially if you put it to that bottom pocket, you can either pick it up to a 2-pointer or it might actually slide in for a 3-pointer.
I will say too, I think Flare in this second round was based on some of those those distracted shots in the goal and a few of these Steve's plays, that grab from Game over there to turn the 3-pointer into a 2. I think Flare feeling good, taking it a little bit loose, but as we know, as even Spaghetti knows, because we've seen it from them before, if you do start getting too loose, sometimes that can come back to bite you.
Yeah, definitely. And now Flare tightening up, good cross passes all around, again extends their lead to a 7-point game.
Yeah, and much more concentrated and fundamental on that one. Just cross pass, close quarters of the goal, nets them the dunk. So much more in line with the game plan, so to speak.
And definitely fooling around a little bit, but now Flare again tightens up. Almost a good interception by Game. Definitely just missing that a little bit, but again Flare on those boosts, able to recover it and reset it.
And Grumpy going to reset over here to that pass in the midline. 3 different Spaghetti defenders trying to get back at it. A Game recovering here in that bottom corner as Spaghetti and Isolate takes place in goal. They'll back it out, and let's kind of see what they do, because we know in round 1, once they had this kind of lead, I think even the same margins, really. They were going for the slow plays, but now they're getting away a little bit from it. Again, some of the fundamentals being lost. However, because the lack of recovery on the goal, they do find that backboard pass finally and get the goal.
Yeah, great slap by Chrome. Just being pressured by Spaghetti players, just gets it off to Game, who's able to score that dunk.
And just to keep people updated at home as this match comes to a close in the next couple minutes, perhaps, barring a Spaghetti returning here, but it's going to be tough. But we do have There Is No Team and Genesis game. It will indeed be streamed. The players informing me over in Discord, sounding like they'll wait, so we'll get right to that pretty quickly after this one's over. But just for the update. So off to the ramp. Game recovers over by the wedge. Goes for that deep pass again, though. Maybe a bit ambitious, a little bit away from what they were doing in round one. They'll eventually get the intercept here to Grumpiest Broom. Grumpy delivering over to Game. Looking for one more cross pass, but this time cut off pretty nicely by defense. Both Y-Perm and in the goal there, isolate.
Yeah, definitely Spaghetti tightening up their defense just by, you can tighten up that defense by pressuring, but now Chrome sneaking around his defender and getting a good cross pass by Game.
And now up by 15. Well, 2-15, I should say. 4 points for Spaghetti, falling behind with 1 minute 45 seconds remaining here as this joust begins. It's more than likely going to be out of reach. The math, as a mathematical time, as we do like to say here. Another turnover, deep shot, taken out by Game, and he'll get the hit, guaranteeing it if nothing else.
Yeah, that actually might have bounced the goal.
It was,
maybe he stole it. I couldn't see from my angle.
Yeah, from mine it was very close. It could have really gone either way. So just the guarantee from Game on that one. And definitely, if you don't get the comms in your ears saying that's in, it's usually much, much safer to grab the disc.
Yeah, definitely. Now that I think of it, yeah, if somebody doesn't tell me that it's going in, I'll probably just grab it.
Yeah, it's always a safer way, especially in matches at this level where there's just so much speed and the margins for error are so small that you really do want to capitalize on every goal that you can. And so those comms are definitely important in doing so.
Yeah, now Flare again taking it slow. Spaghetti has to attack a little this good Flare cross passes, and now Game with another good shot goes for a tight angle and then extends their lead again to 16 points.
And Rocktor in the chat pointing out Flare's positioning is so interesting today. They are playing differently. Yeah, they've
yeah, that's what we mentioned today. It's like they're resetting much more frequently.
And as I was kind of getting at, it's really, Rocktor saying it's much more controlled, and I think that's kind of the case. Yeah, they did get a little bit away from it at points in round two, but just on the whole, I think those matches where they felt a lot more countered versus Illuminati and Joker has kind of forced them to really varying up their offense a lot more, and it's really paid off for a big win here in 2 rounds for Flare, 20-4.
And yeah, Game getting a good end of game save, but just a little bit too late for Spaghetti to recover. Coming out with a good start in second round, but just not able to close it out.
Yeah, that's right. So over to the stats screen, if you will do the honors of reading those, at least while they remain. Not that's on the stream for them anyway.
Maybe. Oh, too late.
All right. Well, they are permanently on the stream now. I save them in screenshot form.
Oh my god. So I can look at the stream.
But yeah,
Nice.
for next time, it also includes like the possession stats, all that. Anyways, all good for next time. But we do have the next match coming up rather immediately, so I'll leave the stats on for you guys here. But Skinny and I are actually going to try and get into this next match. So yeah, I'll leave it on this screen for a moment though. So be right back with There Is No Team versus Genesis coming up next. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to VR Master League here in Week 9. This is Saturday evening's worth of matches. Our third match in a row on this particular series of streams. And we're going to have Genesis facing off against There Is No Team. So on the caster's desk, I'm Palidore, being joined here by Skinny229 of Team Joker. Welcome back to the stream. And yeah, how are you feeling about this matchup?
Actually, quite excited. Genesis definitely not a bad team. Maybe definitely they can score it and score some awesome 3-pointers. I've seen them again with those clears as well. And then Santa, definitely an old player team. So just seeing these two types of players combined.
Clarify.
Oh,
What did you mean by old?
Oh no!
No, it's 13 minutes.
They're just old. No, just old-time players. Like they've all been playing from the very beginning of the game. So that's what I said by old. Maybe I'm old because I started playing.
Man.
Maybe
It's a
you're old as
start.
well, Palidore. Everyone's old.
Okay, boomer, I guess. I don't know.
Actually,
All right. I'm what? What am I, Skinny?
I think you're a Zoomer. Are you? Millennial? Very late millennial? I don't know.
Correct. You're also fired.
Nice.
It's been too long, Skinny. Anyway,
I know.
welcome back to the streams. To you and to everyone else in Twitch. See a couple dozen in there at least. Forming in, coming out. All about these matches here tonight as we're still getting ready to get underway. But yeah, for Genesis, they're coming in here. They also faced off just yesterday against Space Force and won that game. So they're looking to finish off 2-0 on the week if they can complete this one against There Is No Team. There Is No Team. Well, trying to rebound a bit. Dropped a few games lately, but they've been against some tough ones, granted. And just trying to rebound again off a team here in Genesis. So here we go. Over on the first joust. Mighty fast will go to the hands of There Is No Team. Perhaps off the rebound. I take it back. There's Chocolate coming in with a pass. Hot on the shot is H Money.
Yeah, this is exactly what I was talking about. Genesis just, they're able to play very fast when they're on it. And I think they're on it today with a quick 2 points for Genesis.
So worth mentioning here for Genesis, Chocolate coming in as a sub currently, but that is 2 nights in a row now. Chocolate most recently playing on Nebula, but Nebula disbanding in a friendly fashion. No, it wasn't any hard feelings, and they actually left their last match on a win at that last week. But yeah, Chocolate joining in as a sub here, and that was a factor yesterday because Chocolate is so quick on the stacks, and we saw that paying off huge for Genesis just one night ago.
Yeah, and now Tent trying to slow it down. Unfortunately, Gaigasm, I believe, was not able to recover the disc, and now a great intercept actually by Edge and Money, and now goes for that high clear, and now the boost race. Now Genesis not able right now to find any boosts and passes. Tent just recovering that, and just as I say, that goes for the 2-pointer. And now Jay Tabeka trying to pass it to his teammates, but Gaigasm able to help to clear it up.
Yeah, it was a tough angle in that initial shot. The stacks just missing a little bit, kind of eyeing down the players instead of the disc it looked like, but it's okay because There Is No Team still collects that back. Guy up from the shoulder, left side, downside, H Money. Onside for a great clear as they go for a boost. They go for the shot, will be slightly off, but if they can rebound this off a nice redirect, and H Money, credit there for a stack. Was it with Chocolate? It was indeed for the immediate recovery and goal.
Yeah, what a great lightning reactions from H Money to get that quick save, and is able to score the 3-pointer after Chocolate takes his turn.
And Low Dog in the Twitch chat asking, well, how they so fast? Experienced and just quick reactions, basically. Or if you're asking in a more literal sense, as in you haven't seen Echo Arena too much, well, if you grab onto moving players, moving targets, and you basically pull off of them, you actually gain momentum. So with each progressive grab on teammates, they'll get more and more speed. So I'll answer twice just in case.
I'll answer 3 times.
Oh.
Well, like, as you get more experience, I think you'll start to get a feeling of where players are aiming and an instinctive sense of where to aim your hands. And now, finally, Tent able to recover and now score 2 points, making it a 3-point game.
Yeah, so good passing play there from Dave to Fair. Very fundamental, cross to goal, dunking that in from the front side. And it's a 5-2 now. Genesis going out here for the offensive joust, first time in this match, in this first round. And,
Yeah, now HM Money, I think going for that boost and clear. Actually, no, I'm wrong. Kaden was there ready to get that disc. He's not able to complete the pass, but HM Money there to recover it. Quick pass to Chocolate, who's trying to go for that pass, but good pressure by Tent, not allowing them to think too much. Now a quick clear. Actually slap back to Kaden. Now Kaden trying to bait out the teammates. Fahrenhof again trying to go for that interceptions. But again, Genesis with the quick passes and the quick shots scores 2 points.
Well, that was just a passing clinic that Genesis ran there. A lot of efficient passes, back passing it once to the mid lane just to kind of space out some more and catch their breath, and then it was over from there. A big string of passes resulted in the goal. Low Dog over there in the chat also responding to my answer to his question earlier, it looks like, just saying that's insane on the speed, I assume. And it is worth noting, too, the teams with Chocolate do tend to be known as one of the faster stacking teams just in general. Choco, very good player in the speed department, but really, yeah, speed is just a huge part of Echo Arena, and the mobility will buy you so many opportunities. I mean, look at that fast stack coming right through, buying themselves a goal again down under the dunk, just about anyway, from H Money.
Yeah, actually H Money getting that initial interception back in their side, clearing it and actually allowing for that 2-pointer to even happen in the first place.
Yeah, so we'll be right back here for a joust on There Is No Team side of things. Now, I also did notice, I'm not going to bother too much, but there are 3 spectators. Anyway, Guygasm gets it down low here to Huzzah. Huzzah goes for the bounce clear. Now, we had that issue yesterday. It happened as well, but so I don't know about that. But anyway, down to the bottom of the ramp it goes. Chocolate takes the disc and goes for the hit. Will not miss. Barely, though, right on that pole.
Yeah, definitely. Genesis stopping any attempts from 10 to get back in their goal. Chocolate just taking his time and scoring a good anchor. And talking about 3 spectators, I was having a conversation here the other day. Is it actually against the rules to have a sub in the spectator?
Yes, because then they can go into private comms and be calming out all the positions live.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing. I was just curious if it was explicitly in the rules. Oh, now we know. The more we know.
Yep. That said, I mean, there are sort of, except, like, for instance, if both teams happen to agree to having an extra, I will not mind too much, but that's the only question about it. It's very exploitable, so it's not generally allowed, but at the same time, it's also up to teams to, press rules essentially and issues. So there's some cases, where there's like extra recording, whatever, and both teams agree to it. At least as far as I'm concerned, so be it. But just something worth noting, at least.
We are all, after all, just the casters.
Okay, so just losing track of everything at the moment as H Money recovers, looks to recollect. There goes the pass off to the tunnel after that brief, I guess, mid-game timeout you can call it, but a good cross pass hits Jada Baker, and their passing has been fantastic here for Genesis. Oh man, the flyby stun on the goalie and just lays it in with Steez. That was kind of mean, Jay. Kind of mean.
Little mean. That was very mean. He just let it slide in there. Oh my.
He wound up as if he was going to let it go with some force, but then because of that punch on the goalie from the stack, then he at the last second decided to just gently release it and let the disc's own momentum carry itself in.
Yeah, unfortunately, Tent again gets it stolen. Maybe a little bit too many bounces, but great reads from Genesis. Again, allows them Chocolate to go for that 2-pointer, but great save by Fahrenhof. And now again trying to push that with passes, but unfortunately not able to complete that pass. Jay Tabeka with a good chain grab actually is able to recover it in a little mess back there, forces Genesis to clear it, and now
I'm seeing some rejoins, so we got multiple spectators, or what's happening? Anyway, over here we'll go to Kaden. Fair enough, now taking the disc. I mean, it's not on Atlas. Anyways, over. Oh, on the goal though, it's H Money. He's scored over and over.
Oh no, it is on.
I don't think so. I took it off.
Well, you took it off, but I see Geigasm not using it.
Maybe that's the case then. I don't know. Either or, rolling out. There is no team down 18-2. That's that said. I mean, if
I
it
should
was
have
actually
said that.
if it was an issue, I want to point out we got 2 Ready at Dawn developers on this team. They can look up who was in what
Can they?
match. I mean, there's with match IDs and stuff, right? That you can get a. You
I
can.
mean, we all know about the secret tablet, second computer tablet they have on their right arm, so might as well assume.
Yeah, but even just like when you send them log files like from matches, and they'll be able to tell who was in what match and why there was a certain problem or whatever, like network issues. So they've done it before. I'm just saying, they could always figure it out later on. I'm sure, if it was an actual issue. So I say that to strike the fear of Rad into the heart of whoever's spectating if you shouldn't be here. Anyway, Huzzah does get the clear partially into the mid lane, trying to look for a regrab and back into the pocket.
Yeah, definitely both teams creating more chaos, but Chocola definitely waiting patiently for his teammates to actually get him the disc and actually do. Now David trying to pressure that disc out of Chocolate, but allows more time actually for Genesis to come through, but Huzzah able to intercept that, and now again trying to push that slowly up, going for some back passes, and now Genesis trying to cover all those lanes, but Brad David actually just misses that pass, and now Caden goes for that 3-pointer attempt, but not able to get it. But watch out, quick boost by Genesis forces them to clear it quickly.
Yeah, it had to be quick, otherwise that would have been just another stun, another goal most likely. So H Money takes that, gets it stolen from by Fair Enough. He's had a couple steals there on the inside of the floor, but unable to get it to the other side now as Jay makes that play, but Huzzah's there to cut it off, and another clear, this time successful.
Yeah, definitely taking a little bit more time with their plays, but unfortunately Genesis again is on top of those boosts, not allowing 10 to really clear it. Just good punish really by Genesis to take this first round.
Yeah, 18-2 is where it'll close off here, and
Good run.
you can hear the good sportsmanship coming through. But yeah, that will be a first round going Genesis' way, and Skinny, these stats. If you will.
And as we look at the stats, I'm waiting for the stream to catch up.
Oh, now you're waiting on the stream. I got you. So in that case,
Catch up. Oh. Maybe. Maybe. There we go. And then HM Money definitely scoring, getting a lot of saves. I know he has 2 to his name, but he definitely had more saves that round. Just quick reactions all around. MVP definitely this round goes to HM Money with it, also with 11 points to his name. Chocolate with 3, actually 4 assists to him as well. Jay Tabeka with 2 points, Caden also as well with 2, and an assist to Caden. And then Fahrenhof unfortunately only scoring 2 points for his team. But Geigasm has definitely getting those saves. Good defense all around, but just not able to get good clears. And Genesis correctly and quickly punishing them to take this to take the first round.
and second round about to begin now. See if there is no team can have a much better second one. We know, again, the experience of these players, but the roster, seeing some changes, and it's kind of different every time for There Is No Team. You never quite know what combination of the 6 players or 6-player roster. Maybe it's 5 now. Either way, 5 or 6-player roster that you're going to get. I mean, between the 2 rad devs, you got all the veterans here, you got Huzzah. I mean, there's a lot of variation and a lot of experience, and with the extra players on the roster, sometimes it might just take some extra time to get that chemistry down.
Yeah, definitely. Again, Genesis with a good interception. Now Chocolate going for that 1v1. Actually trying to sneeze on them, but misses it. Now Chocolate has to go around 3 players. Good punch by Geigasm, but Jay Tabeka able to recover that disc. Scores the 2 points for Genesis.
And going for a kind of a windmill shot there was Chocolate, but Jay Tabeka playing the cleanup and getting the 2 points here. About 45 seconds into the second round.
Yeah, good cleanup by Jay Tabeka. Chocolate actually getting punched out and maybe possibly losing the disc, but Jay Tabeka there to recover. Now David trying to respond. Geigasm trying to actually push it back, but unfortunately misses the pass. And now Chocolate with a 3-pointer opportunity, dinks it. But again,
Nice.
his teammates there trying to recover, and now Geigasm finally able to get it, trying to slow it down, trying to find his teammates. Goes for a bounce pass to
Bounce pass, yeah, up to the tunnel. Close enough. That's all right.
close,
but,
close.
but a shot, is that going to be on? Oh, off the backboard, just a little bit. Astray into the wedge. There's a couple players there for there is no team. Dave's on the other side. That'll actually fly really close to him, trying to brawl out with H money a bit. And Huzzah coming through to save the day with an attempted clear. Maybe a second one can go through here, but no. Oh, actually, yes. In fact, contested 2 different defenders there for Genesis. So nice job by Huzzah.
And good pass to Huzzah, who's just having good cutting passes today. And now Huzzah with
nice
another
pass.
great pass to Geigasm. Another great pass to Fahrenhoff, just missing that. And now Genesis again gets a semi-clear. David might be able to recover this, but Genesis with that quick boost is able to steal that from David and gets the clear.
Yeah, on that extra pass there as it rolls over to the boosted 2 players. H money though just off, so a few of these misses for Genesis kind of starting to cost them a little bit. I mean, they're up by 2, but they could be up, 5, 6, 7 points now had some of those other 3s gone in.
Yeah, maybe a little too steezy, maybe a little too confident, but definitely not the time to make it. We're just 2 minutes and 30 seconds in, and Genesis only scored 2 points. Definitely very different round from what we saw in the first round.
Yeah, 18 points in the first, to be specific. It's fair enough because a little self-pass actually gets to H money in the perfect place at the right time here as Caden comes in for the stun, but still getting it out is Huzzah to the midfield and taken back by Caden as the defense collapses on, and it looks like they're trying to back it off. But look, again, another nice cutoff on the other side there. Fair enough this time.
Yeah.
Woo, fair enough.
There's no team definitely spreading out a little bit more, going for those good interceptions, but again, not able to clear it. And now a good boost by 10, again, trying to clear it. A little bit messy. Chocolate goes for that 3-pointer attempt, but just a little bit too high.
So another one of those open misses there. Granted, it was going to be a tougher shot. Didn't have a ton of time to really line it up. So Dave comes away, tries to hit it over on the cross to Guy on the bow tie as he dives into the mid lane.
Yeah, now Guy taking it slow, allowing his teammates to push up. And now actually just misses that pass. And now Genesis already on top of that disc, gets the clear. And now let's see which team can leech off the better. Now, there's no team trying to recover it, but Genesis right on top of him actually gets Geigasm punched out and now able to recover it. Is Genesis. J Tabeka trying to slow it down.
And H Money speeding up, but stopping all that momentum is fair enough again. So in this round 2 especially, he's had some very nice defensive stops between some brawls, as well as that steal. It will result in a shot from him as well. So fair enough. Starting to catch a little bit of a fire here, just defensively if nothing else. And finally gets 3 points as well as a lead for Tint.
Yeah, maybe a little bit too steezy for Genesis right now. They've actually lost the lead, and there's a lot of time for Genesis to recover. And if we see Genesis play at their best, they can definitely take this second round again. But there's no team definitely tightening up their play, covering more of those passes, not allowing them to get deep passes. And now Fahrenhoff pressuring that disc. And now HM Money correctly going for that boost and clear. But again, Rad David with a great read. But again, Genesis not giving any time to react to There's No Team with those great stats.
Yeah, so some nice, look at that, again, the mid lane defense, that was excellently played. Every lane was just so covered on the passes. So even though that first pass wasn't open, so Genesis went to a different pass, and that one was covered too. And what did it do? It got a 3-point lead for Tint.
Asa with a sweet back, behind the back shot. And now, again, 3-point lead for Genesis. This is dangerous, although we did see Genesis win by a lot. It wasn't 3-pointers, it was actually 2-pointers. So definitely not the spot Genesis wants to be in right now.
Not at all. You can see Guy over here on Bowtie is hiding a little bit now, backing out into the defensive lane, just trying to cut off Caden as well as Chocolate. Their defense has been buying some great interceptions and steals, and there it is again. This time Dave coming through, just biding his time a bit, uncontested for the moment, but not for a moment too long or moment too soon, because Chocolate and that stack is always just a second away from destroying anyone.
Yeah, definitely good patience by David to wait for that stack to pressure him so he can clear it, knowing that his team has time to actually recover the disc. And now Haza is forced to quickly clear it, but Fahrenheit is able to recover it. And now again, that stack so dangerous from Genesis is able to get the clear. And now the other stack, HM Money,
Oh,
going for that
jeez.
3-pointer, is able to tie the game.
Wasn't just a 3-pointer, unless my eyes are deceiving me.
It was a 3-pointer.
Well, it was, but I mean the way that he shot that. Look at that! Just he grabbed it from the bottom and almost windmilled it just off to the side. Very unconventional. Again, bit of a Steez shot on that one, and he made it. But just a huge windup is all. So fair enough. Trying to find the back pass to Guy. Chocolate instead intercepts. Going for a deep one, but just off that mark, fair enough recollects off a good short-range leech from Chocolate. A soft pass goes to Dave, and Dave trying to play it up here, evading Chocolate just as he gets stunned. And Huzzah now comes away with it, and there goes the stack again, about to form for H Money and Choco. So you got to be careful here for Tint. It's a tied-up game. Now, we'll be, I think, as Skinny is actually communicating here with our next match, it would seem. That's also. I'll just keep on going here as Chocolate gets it off here. So indeed, as is the case, we have a Palidore fan club facing off next, I believe, against a Reboots. And if they do wait, we'll certainly stream them on this channel as soon as this match concludes. And that should be our final match of the night. By the by, as that shot just gets on by, there's a stack. Here comes Guy from the bottom. And he gets the 2-point lead right back now for Tint.
Yeah, good, good take back. Guygasm definitely, as these second round closes out, now Genesis need to score if they want to close it out. There's no team definitely in a good spot right now.
Yeah,
Even if Genesis.
I was going to say, I see some Nate Plus Ultra players in there. I see Zucks and Ducks cheering on for round 3. Let's see what happens. That's what we always like to see.
Yeah, definitely. Even though if Genesis scores 2-pointers right now, that's, at least in my view, where there's no team wants to be, because as the last seconds close out, they want to be the players with the disc and able to score another 2 points to possibly even close out, bring it to a third round.
Yeah, well, trying to close out for Tint here again, predicated off of so much good defense. They've really stepped it up. I mean, some missed shots from Genesis on open goals definitely cost them. However, even outside of that, there is no team. Their defense has been quite nice in the mid lane and in the bubble, as that goes very, very close. Recovered and can't get it tied. So again, another open, slightly open goal being missed. And will this cost Genesis round 2? We'll see.
Yeah, Genesis with another great intercept. HM Money trying to bring that to an overtime. No, David with a great save, great read. And now all there is no team has to do is to run that timer down, maybe secure with another 2 points. David not able to get that disc, and now HM Money going for that quick clear, trying to find his teammates, trying to get it on their side off their side as quickly as possible.
Now, the last thing that Tint wants at this point, 40 seconds left, I would highly advise, if I were in their comms, to get to the goal. Do not allow any threes. Worst case scenario, it's a tie. But if a score happens here, you're going to lose. So for there's no team, need to get back in there. Some defense being played over by Huzzah. Big pile up. 3 still open for them if they get it back. So now finally Guygasm is in the goal, trying to close this out. 20 seconds. Could we be seeing an OT? Maybe, as it goes over now to Caden. Another save tapped out by Dave. Had a little time to spare. Fair enough. Get it out of there. Cannot. So H Money coming through again, and it's going to be an exciting finish. Whoa, but the defense again for Dave, Guy, Fair, Huzzah, and Huzzah will be 4. There is no team because round 3 is about to happen.
What a great series of events. Genesis actually had the good cross passes, actually got one straight next to the goal.
Goodness,
but
I know.
just good punches from There's No Team brings this second round.
I'm glad I did my breathing exercises before that round. Man.
Yeah, what a cleanup from There's No Team. And now, what a different team what we saw from the first round. And yeah, I'm excited to see what this third round brings.
I was too excited. Do you remember the score? Oh, man.
7-5?
So it was by 2.
7? 7.
Well,
7-5.
We'll hope for that. Help me out, chat. I lost.
-7?
I lost my head.
7-5. See, I was right.
Okay. Thank you, chat. I love you. And Skinny, you're okay.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, well, you did. No, you did shoot me. You did shoot me several times in that game.
Shoot you?
Yeah. Was it not you? Everyone's shooting me. Anyways.
Well, anyways.
Anyways.
Okay. Well, that was fun. Round 3. Yeah, I mean, you can take a look at the stat lines there for these teams. And huge credit to the defense of There Is No Team. Amazing. I mean, it's between Fair Enough's brawls throughout that game, and he's leading it with 38 stuns, you can see, as well as Dave and some of those late game saves. I've been giving him a huge props as of late because we know what he's capable of, like, offensively, and when I used to play with him more frequently in pubs and things like that, but he's really showing himself to be a great goalie too.
Yeah, now Genesis, I came with a great joust. Just what we see from top level teams getting that quick joust, but now There's No Team playing some great defense. Actually, Fahrenheit gets disc. It's actually stolen again by HM Money, trying to reset that, and finally gets it to Caden. Caden again gets that good pass to HM Money, who doesn't have any defense. Goes for that quick 2-pointer, tight angle, but is able to get it.
Yeah, and that was a good move there, slowing down a bit and finding a good angle off of what was a stun goalie, so it was going to be a little tougher to save there. And so nice coordination from the from the two players.
And yeah, as There Is No Team finally gets just advantage. Actually, you see Fahrenhof trying to stop that chain, and it's actually getting it, not allowing the other There's No Team players to slowly push it up. Good passing all around. Unfortunately, not able to get that last pass done. Again, Genesis is so quick with those boosts. You cannot miss those passes.
Wow.
And a quick boop shot, Chocolate is able to secure those 2 pointers.
And taps it in. But see, I want to point out too, because chat is all over it. And I'm noticing it too. Even on that shot, like, you see how it was a very gentle tap. The thing is, an extra quarter of a second, that would have been saved by the Tint player that was speeding by. So even after losing that second round, partially, I mean, still full credit to the Tint defense, but partially because, yeah, they were getting a bit looser and getting away from the fundamentals. Even on that one from Chocolate, it's not necessary to tap it in that slow when the defense was that close behind. That could have easily been another missed opportunity for them that would cost. So getting very lax and losing it. So now on the attack. Oh man, it's gonna be a self goal.
Oh no. What an unfortunate set of events for HM Money, now bringing it to a 1-point game. HM Money definitely an all-around player, not just for his team, but the other team.
And as I said, I mean, the moment you let up and you kind of lose that focus, that you're gonna, I'm not sure what exactly happened there to cause that, but I mean, if you don't maintain your focus for the full 20 or 30 minutes of gameplay, things like that will happen. And it's very easy to go from feeling extremely good after a round 1 blowout, 18-2, to go in way overconfident, not respecting the other team enough, and as a result, you're going to get stuff like this, where it's just a complete reversal of fortune, a complete loss of all that positive mentality, and suddenly nothing's going right for you, everything's going right for the other team. So you got to be aware.
Yeah, and Geigasm with another close 3-pointer actually just gets the unfortunate bounce back from that backboard, but There's No Team again able to recover it, and just a different team we saw from first round with those getting those passes, getting those quick passes, and now Geigasm with a 1v1 goes for it, but actually it's intercepted by HM Money. But good headbutt by There's No Team again, no rush to score it, and now David closing it out, giving the lead to There's No Team.
How about that? That was a great save there from was it H Money in the goal?
It
Yeah,
was HM Money. It was HM Money. Just all-around player.
That was good. Good save. I mean, yeah. I mean, he was, especially in that earlier, the first round, I mean, absolutely a dominant force on offense, piling in the points, but certainly capable of the defense as well, off a great save there. But the patience and the extra passing there from Tint got them the goal. Seeing if they can stave off another one here, holding the defensive line as going for the play. Caden underneath the pole and then into the goal.
Yeah, good form by Caden. Like, when you are constantly moving your hand, especially towards those discs, it doesn't matter even if you get punched out, that disc is going to roll in.
Yeah, so lead right back for Genesis, and boys, it's a tight game. I think if Genesis can calm down now and find more of just the easier plays, they'll be okay for this round, and they can make that round 3 victory a reality. But for Tint, you can see their fundamentals. They're definitely going for them a lot more. Granted, the defense here is starting to pressure up hard, and there's Caden with a good punch on Huzzah.
But yeah, just apart from Genesis needing to change, There's No Team actually I'm seeing them actually adapt to there's no play, or Genesis actually. Forcing
Ooh, wow.
play.
Forcing a pass. They're playing up really hard on him, but that was just a great delivery. What more can you say?
Yeah, assigning a play, there's no team assigning a player, changing the players that actually attack that stack. That's been so quick and giving a lot of trouble to there's no team, and actually interrupting them is working wonders for them as they retake the lead in this third round.
And that is, you can chalk that up to just the experience level. I say it a lot with There Is No Team, but I only do so because it's true. Everyone on this team has been playing the game for so long, not to mention developing it for so long, as that's a good pass actually on the cut. Oh, but just dinging off a rebound here going to H Money. Chocolate in the goal with the goalie, contesting at the nest was fair enough. So again, with a good defense, cutting off the passes, and maybe another turnover if they can collect it, but just outside their grasp. Oh, they were both so close to each other, but couldn't get a regrab.
Yeah, Fahrenhof with a great defense there. Even though the pass wasn't even made, Fahrenhof punching out the receiver of that disc. Unfortunately, there's no team having a little bit of trouble to clear it, but is finally able to clear it. And now Genesis versus the there's no team stacks. Actually, again, quick leech from Money is able to get the clear.
But right back to the awaiting hands of Huzzah. Fair enough was also back there, and now going to Guy. So let's see, the passing has been right on point, the cross is on point, and that's 2 points, up by 3 for There Is No Team.
Yeah, and as I mentioned last round, this 3-point zone is right where There's No Team wants it to be. Genesis, again, not scoring a lot of 3-pointers in the second round, and now in the third round. If they continue the same streak, they might just There's No Team might just take this round and the series.
Yeah, and I mean, certainly people wouldn't have expected that after the first round, just how incredibly hot Genesis was. But as you said, the adjustments, again, playing the mid lane, the defense really turning into some great opportunities on offense for Tint. I mean, that's really where it starts, is that the defense.
Yeah, definitely. And now a great clear by Genesis and a quick boost, classic boost by Genesis. Actually goes for that back pass, goes for the anchor.
Man! So yet again, we're seeing these kind of plays that are just not the kind that you want to take against this level of play. At this level of play, that is 3 minutes left. You don't need the 3, and taking a very risky one on an unstunned goalie will get the 2 for fair enough instead. 11-6, less than 3 minutes, and There Is No Team about to maybe start pulling away. But again, 250, anything could happen. But momentum very much on their side.
HM Money with actually 16 points to his name in this series, actually, and 4 saves, but definitely what a changed team There Is No Team has had these last 2 rounds. Again, definitely going for that chain defense, actually gets it, giving a lot of trouble to Genesis to actually get it. Caden for the 1v1.
Ooh, there you go.
Stunned out goalie, able to recover some points.
All right, there you go. That was a very nice from Caden, and Jada Baker, I believe it was, on the stun, or at least the assist, if nothing else. But still, yeah, that was more in line with what you want to see for Genesis, as Genesis, right? Like, don't go for the overly risky things, the overly cheesy things. You just have a 2-man game, you get the punch, you get the easier goal, and that's really nice from Genesis there to see if it buys them momentum in the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, and again, you see There's No Team assigning David this time to actually punch out that front line stack and giving a lot of trouble, even with this loose disc, since that chain is stunned out, it's giving a lot of time to There's No Team to slow down their play exactly where they want it. And now Fahrenhof actually gets an opportunity, but is punched out, unfortunately.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Maybe the comms not quite there. Perhaps we've seen a few times just being taken off guard for Tint, but that's okay because look, they get back mighty fast, trying to get the disc back. Goal momentarily open. This is a very risky situation. Do not want to give up 3s with 1 minute left. Make him score a 2 at worst.
Yeah, definitely. Even though it's a close game, it's possibly where There's No Team wants it. Even they scored goals for another 3-pointer. It's actually the goalie was punched out, but unfortunately Genesis missing that 3-pointer.
Oh no! Missed grab there for them as well. So both teams kind of missing some grabs. Oh, but Dave again in the clutch. The second round in a row in the final minute gets another huge save. But fair enough needs to get it clear. Unable to, so he's piled on by the defense. But there's Dave on the dive. Dave will certainly get it clear. Now needs to look for a stack with anyone to maybe close this out. 40 seconds left. 3-point match. On the other side, though, with plenty of time, it's H Money trying for a clear himself.
Yeah, 45 time is the charm for there's no teams clear. Actually, that David's clear went all the way back, wasting a ton of time for Genesis. And again, going for that slowdown plays. You don't need at this point to make perfect passes. All you need to do is run that timer and prevent the 3-pointer.
And so going for it, but huzzah! At the perfect moment, closes it off. Fair enough, having it stolen by H-Money, but dealing a little bit of damage to him right back on the stun, so the rebuttal. Huzzah backs it out. A Guygasm, just clear it, and it's gone, and it's a game, and there is no team. The reverse sweep. What an incredible comeback after that blowout first round, going favor of there is no team, breaking a little bit of a lost streak in an incredible fashion, and can't give enough props to them for just the unbelievably heady play to stay emotionally tuned and come through with that big win.
Yeah, definitely the experience of these veterans, not old players. Maybe that's maybe that's the word I was looking for all along.
Yeah, exactly.
It was veterans the word. I promise. Definitely, you could tell that they talked that out during that cooldown between the first and the second round, and came out with a game plan that worked really well for them these next 2 rounds. And there's no team confidently taking this series.
Yeah, just what a turnaround. That was quite the game. I mean, yes, some of it I think, as chat pointed out, in maybe less kind fashion, but in a way I do agree. Kind of Genesis beating themselves in a sense. I mean, they definitely got away from what brought them success in round 1. That was the issue. But there's no team on the adjustments. That was so important because we all know we've been there, where you get just blown out badly in one round. I mean, it's so easy just to collapse and then give up in the second round. Instead, they just got strong. There is no team, just got stronger as it went on. So how about that?
Yeah, definitely a lot of yeah, even for me, when just at least playing with Joker has taught me recently, getting that mental attitude is it's all that matters. Like you know what you can do and you can do it, but just knowing that you can do it and keeping that mental fortitude is all that you need.
Yeah, absolutely. So that said, I'm not sure. Did you confirm that we're going to be streaming? Okay, looks like we are. It is the case. So,
yes.
So we do have one more match coming up briefly here. Once again, I'll leave it the stream on this scene here. You can get a look at the scores and the highlights for a moment, and we'll be back with our final match of the night in the next few minutes. So much appreciation to the 2 teams, Palidore Fan Club and Reboot, for waiting for us. So we'll be right back. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. So let me explain ourselves real quick. These two teams actually did decide to play one round already. So this is round 2. The first round was, in fact, taken by Palidore Fan Club. You're reading that right. Don't ask. Anyway, they'll get the first win, 13-7, actually. So this is round 2, launching out, and look at the shot immediately, hot off of the start. It's going to be Shaken Bacon for Reboot.
Yeah, good technical shot by Second Bacon Sandwich. Yeah, definitely a hard angle to bounce it off from. Good response, definitely considering since Reboot did lose this first round, as we did not see on the stream.
Yeah, so absolutely correct here. A good start for Reboot, coming in against Team Palidore Fan Club, formerly known as, if I can even remember, 1.8288, I think, or something like that. Formerly known as Catalyst. Point is, they've been a lot of different names, and now it's going in for a shot. It's Jammerin G, assisted by Hecken. A lot of name changes over here on the orange side.
Yeah, a little bit of a steezy shot, but definitely able to get the job done. Good, quick response, most importantly, by the fan club, Palidore Fan Club, Pally Fan Club. I'm gonna say Pally Fan Club. By the Pally Fan Club to make it a 1-point game.
The Pan Club. Maybe. Maybe not. But anyway, on the rebound here, we'll go to maybe Shaken, but no, he's going to get shook instead with a stun. Hecken gets it back here, but then it's Neon with the disc. His defense always a constant, always great. There's the passing play up high to Dipman, but Jam from the back, trying again for some steez as he goes for the deep shot.
And not even steez right there. He's dropping the disc right in front of him and shielding, so he's definitely betting on that people will go instinctively for that punch instead of the steal.
But doing that on 2 defenders as he takes a reverse anchor shot. Tell me that's not steez, Skinny.
All right. Maybe that was a little bit steezy.
Cam Jam / Jammer, and he mentioned before the match, he said, I have a special move that I'm going to pull out on stream just for you guys. I could only imagine that might have been it. He didn't make it, however.
No, he's always full of surprises.
I don't even understand or know what to think about Cam Jam / Jammerin as he magically appears before our very eyes, and 17th charge will send it out there on the clear to the hands of Neon in the perfect place with some more cross passes. A nice passing from Reboot as I just try to collect, and they get the shot. Whoa! The 3-point hit, the look away, and then the shot kind of took the defender off balance.
Yeah, definitely. What a quick shot. It looked way faster than 16 meters per second, but nonetheless, 3 more points for Second Bacon Sandwich, scoring the first 6 points for his team.
Absolutely. How about that? I mean, just the look away, it seemed, from Shaken. He kind of was eyeing the cross pass, so maybe the goalie felt kind of lulled into complacency a little bit. Like, oh, this is fine. The pass is going to happen. And then suddenly, oh no, I have to save it. But it's too late as that disc goes into the orange side. Yeah,
and a lot of a good clear and a lot of punching actually allows the Palidore Fan Club to recover it.
Stop it, Skitty. Stop it.
I'm gonna make it awkward every turn so it's funnier. So now the Palidore Fan Club. I can't say it.
What is my fan club doing, Skinny? Tell me.
Yeah, well, your fan club actually gets a good clear. And now good leeches and good punches actually from Reboot completely prevents your fan club from getting the disc, but your fan club gets good points from your fan club is able to tie the game.
You listen to me, and you listen to me well, Cam Jam. I know you're going to be watching this VOD.
6 minutes to go.
You did this. You did this. Ducks in the chat saying PFC.
PFC, I like that.
Yeah, that's
we'll use that.
That's easier. Yeah.
Now PFC with a great boost. Actually, now Jammerin gets a 3-pointer. Goes with a little bit of. That was very so much steez. Dancing as the disc behind him goes for the 3 points.
I want to point out, this team may have my name. I do not endorse this.
You do not endorse this team?
I do not endorse this.
All the other Joker players definitely do.
Cam is a different species of players. I don't know what else to say. But going for the Steez play, and we've actually seen that In fact, that's almost been a running theme the past 2 nights. To be honest, there's been some Steez moments that are called out in the chat a bit. So I don't know, must be something in the air, or maybe people going a little bit more mad each day because of quarantine. Either way, something in the air tonight. But as we saw in the most recent game, sometimes the Steez doesn't always pay off. So we'll see how Reboot comes back here in round 2.
Yeah, now actually Reboot trying to clear, but Ice definitely prepared, ready for that back pass, and now is able to get the clear and a good bounce.
Ooh.
It's actually going to put it right in that 2-pointer zone. Reboot trying to clear, but good punches, good stack from PFC. But again, Reboot with some great defense, definitely not trying to lose that lead they had at the beginning.
And Avarice just missing the disc, but in the deep back line, it's Hecken over there for the grab. You have one defender approaching and Dipman trying to contest 2 different players. A nice short-range leech. Gets the pass over here, though, to Ice. And Ice up high, but Jamarin had already left the anchor, so slapped out by Shaken.
Yeah, now, again, PFC, great positioning from the PSC. Unfortunately, not able to get those passes on a great interception by Second Bacon Sandwich and a great fast clear. And now we're going to start to see those chain grabs very quickly, trying to start stack up on that disc. And then actually, Reboot going for that slap on the backboard. Almost gets it, but good defense from the goalie at PFC. And now 17 charge, able to recover. Good positioning from him. And now Chicken Bacon Sandwich trying to pass it to his teammates. Unfortunately, is blocked by Jamaron. And now Reboot again with that great positioning. Again, trying to slow down that play, trying to separate the PFC players, and maybe try to go for that pass to Neon, but not able to get it.
Don't ask what happened on the cameras there. I don't want to talk about it. As this disc goes up here towards the top of the blue, the Reboot area. Gonna be Jamarin all alone for a moment, but does get the disc. Now 3 different players trying to dance around with, again, some of the Steez, and in a breeze, it gets it into the goal.
Yeah, Jamarin definitely reformed, maybe not for the better, but going for the Steez. Definitely working out in his favor. And scoring another 2 points, extending the lead to PFC to 5 points.
Like I said, different species a little bit there. I know he's not from this country or this region. I also question if he's from this planet, but Jamarin will go for all the Steez in the world over and over. It's, anchors for days, dances for days. What more can you say? Except I don't endorse it.
Yeah, he might steal my spot from Joker if he starts teasing too much. All right.
He'd be a perfect fit on Joker, in fact, yeah.
So now PFC again with that great clear. Yeah, definitely great clears from both teams. And now PFC with the better boost right now. Goes for that pass to Ice. Ice with a 1v1. The goalie going a little bit too early out of the goal. And now Ice able to score the 2 points.
Much more fundamental play. Those are the kinds that I do approve of and will gladly sponsor. I do like passing plays up there and just a nice easy dish to Ice, and Ice finding the goal right down below. So I do like that play, as it's a 13-6 lead now with 1:42 remaining here in the second round. Again, they played the first one off stream because of the delays and then opted to wait here for the second round.
Now PFC with another good intercept. It's able to get that clear, but unfortunately now Neon all alone gets punched out. So maybe a little bit weak on the comms, but now again PFC going for that 3-pointer attempt, not able to get it. And now Shaken Bacon Sandwich trying to reset it. Actually gets a decent bounce pass, and now again with maybe a little bit of a weak clears, giving a little bit easier time to PFC. Again, Reboot trying to go for that chain defense, and now causing a little bit of chaos.
Yeah, and more dancing on the floor between a couple defenders. We'll go for a swing through goal and get it on the goalie there for the 15th point. That's Jamarin. So with about 40 seconds remaining here in the second round, it's looking like in the very brief stream debut of Palidore Fan Club, they will be coming away with the victory as the clock does wind down now.
Yeah, I believe this is their second game for PFC. Did they win the first one? I'm not
sure. First streamed match as PFC. They did play yesterday. I don't think they were streamed, though. Were they? I don't think they were.
Not sure. You would know.
I would know. I wasn't streaming them, but maybe then we did. Anyway, over here it will be Reboot trying to collect that right back. Or, sorry, Palidore Fan Club, as Reboot does collect
Your
it
fan
back.
club. My
Yeah.
fan club. That's how you should name my fan club.
And with clock down now, 0 on the clock. It's 15-6 here. Will be the second round and the 2-round sweep overall, favoring my fan club.
Yeah, definitely. Shake and bacon sandwich starting off the pretty well for Reboot, but unfortunately, PFC cleaned their act up by just getting very good clears and very good boost to get this second round.
Yeah. And there you have it. The scores. Here, get that from the first round. There you go. Was 13-7 in round 1. So we were informed before we begun the stream. And yeah, so that will be the game, the rather short one, but that is the conclusion of it. Yeah, I don't know what more to say. Feast your eyes on that. I don't endorse all the stees, nor this profile picture that they're using as their logo. You'll be hearing from my lawyers real soon. But that aside, that was a really wild night of games. Needless to say, I think that was one of the last hour or so was just one of the stranger streams I think we've had in a little while, Skinny. And I feel like you're partially to blame somehow.
I'm always to blame.
I don't know. Wherever you go, chaos kind
Rhino
of follows.
misses the shot, my fault.
I'm not blaming you for the missed shots on Joker. That's all them. I'm just, I'm saying you're bringing some chaos into the
That's the
stream.
whole point. Yeah, we saw some great games thanks to that chaos. If you think about it that way.
I guess, but I don't think I can handle multiple nights in a row of that kind of stress.
Very well.
We'll see though. Yeah.
So looking at the match schedule, do we have any more matches for today, or are we done?
That will do it for today. Yeah, there was quite a few, but yeah, that will be the final one. I'll pull up the schedule for us in just a moment. I'm curious to see though.
Yes, it is the last one for the night, but I'm gonna wait for Palidore to catch up on the stream.
Yeah, sorry, doing that now. I was just looking up to confirming.
Yep, it's definitely the last one.
Yeah, no, I was confirming too that the last match, the first match for Palidore Fan Club yesterday was not streamed, so that's what I was checking out. But yeah, you can read off the schedule by all means. Skinny, take it away.
Definitely starting off early tomorrow at. I'll read it my time, because EST is better. So it's tomorrow, starting off a little bit early, 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Phantoms versus Ducks. That's bound to be an exciting game. Followed by Team Gravity, the revival of Team Gravity, because didn't they disband? Anyways,
no, they took a kind of hiatus break. Like 2 of their players decided they just wanted to take a break for a while. They weren't sure they were going to come back, and then now they kind of do. So I'm happy about that because that really helps fill up the upper level some more and maybe give Phantoms, because Phantoms are now 16 or 17-0 on the season, and Team Gravity.
something and 0.
And Team Gravity is definitely a team who can really contest that spot and maybe hand them their first loss in the near future. Who knows? But glad to have them back.
Yeah, definitely. And then that game will be happening at 3:45 Eastern Time. And then followed by the evening games, the North American games, the Kangorillas versus Illuminati. Bound to be a very exciting game. Illuminati definitely was on a backwards track at the beginning of the season, but definitely is able to pick it up. Actually, the last time we saw this matchup, if I'm not wrong, Illuminati won, right?
We can always check.
We could always check.
Always check here. In fact, I will. So
Actually, yes, they won. Oh, no, wait. I'm looking at the wrong game.
let's see. Yeah, it was Illuminati who won the last matchup. That was on March 15th. It was 21-15 scoring differential on that one.
So yeah, definitely. Yeah, Illuminati, as I said, back on track to be as the preseason champions, looking very strong the second half or last parts of the season. And then that followed that by that will be Orbit versus the Kangorillas, so Kangorillas with 2 back-to-back matches. And then after that, at 7:30 Eastern Time, Illuminati versus Instinct. Again, Instinct definitely proven themselves to be a high tier team going against Illuminati. And then followed by that at 9 p.m. Eastern is a challenge match, Planet Express debuting versus Palidore, which the PFC, sorry. And then at 9:30 again another challenge match, Space Force vs Chaos, very exciting game. And then finally on Sunday, our last game, Boosty Boys versus Reboot.
Yeah, so seeing both PFC and Reboots 2 nights in a row against different teams tomorrow, however. Some challenge matches in there. I've definitely been noticing as of the last couple weeks now. Ever since I said in Discord, hey, we don't really get that many challenge matches anyway, so there was a discussion going on. And then since then, we've been getting quite a few the last two or 3 weeks now. From a casting standpoint, I'm happy to see it. Cast as many of them as possible, but it's fun to kind of get those challenges because it adds a little bit of extra X factor into the matches, you know?
Yeah, definitely. Like it's one of those things like both teams think they can win, so it's fun to see them fight it out.
Yeah, absolutely. So with that said and done, I think that will finally conclude our stream. So for everyone who joined us here throughout the night, definitely appreciate you over on Twitch, or whether you're watching later on the VODs or on YouTube, wherever you are. Thanks for joining. For all the teams who played, thanks for playing, and especially thanks for waiting. A lot of delays because of some early tech issues, which we apologize for. But cheers for waiting, because we got some really good entertainment and stream content out of it, if nothing else. It was hot. But yeah, and I've been Palidore anyway, and Skinny229 joining me, doing a good job. Chaotic as it was fun.
It was pretty decent. I only got fired once, so only once.
Yeah, I gotta work on that.
So.
But yeah, that's okay. I think for tonight you earned your job back.
Yay.
Skinny, you're unfired.
Nice.
Nice. All right, everyone at home, thank you again. Have a good night. Be safe, be healthy, be happy, and we'll see you again tomorrow.
Good night, everyone.